Here we're still on the little red dyno. The tuners look really good on this thing. They work really good too, and the whole dynamics of the headstock actually worked out. So it's kind of a win. Um, I wasn't prepared to do the nut on this thing, so I think the next time around I'm going to be paying attention to doing that a little bit better. I don't know what I'm going to use for the material, but I think I'm going to cut the nut first, and I'm going to use that little battery-powered saw to cut it because it's just about the right diameter. Either that or the router. If I pick something else, even bought another piece of brass the other day that's 0.09 inches, and I don't know what I'd use to cut that. I was almost thinking about like just taking the stock and just making a saw on the bottom and filing it in, which sounds ridiculous, but it actually isn't, and is probably the best way to do it. But I think I'm going to try that electric saw for the new one. I go back and forth on this, and I'm playing this, and the strings look really cool because it's gold frets, and it's the bronze acoustic strings, and a brass nut, and gold tuners. The bridge is kind of a copper color underneath, like a bronze finish. Really enjoying playing it, but I'm not getting the response out of it. So, so much for trying to mess with the piezo for this thing. I should have just put the same bridges last time in, but I'm kind of glad I'm doing it this way because I'm just going to put all magnetics in it. So, and you don't see it currently. It just skips to the next guitar, which is good because I mean I think you get it. I might do this next guitar in bronze strings too. So, but this is a solid guitar, so it's got a magnetic pickup in it, and I think I'll get the sound. I'll nail the sound on this. Maybe I'll still put a piezo in on the other input, but yeah, I only got one input on it, and it sounds phenomenal. So I'm pretty sure two inputs, it's just gonna sound just crazy. It's really fun to play. Really kind of a small, short guitar for being a 6 in line. Here we're starting the BURL. This is the Burth of the Bustair BURL. And Sky Guy friggin' named this thing because I was like, what do I name it? Bustair? Okay. Well, this is going to be a tribute to the bust. Come Down. A Come Town tribute guitar. This will be a tribute to busting and fine barrels. This is one of the first large barrels that I bought. And what I'm not showing is I split this or how I split it. It's book matched, but I get these in like billets. They're like 2¼ inch thick. I basically just, this was pretty square. I didn't mess with it too much. I basically just ran it through the table saw, and the rest I just cut through with a hand saw. It only took, I mean, it didn't take too long. I remember doing this before and it taking just so long, but I did this in about an hour. But yeah, it should be. It should look really cool. I mean, these eyelets, they go right through, so you can see like through the top, even though it's an entire inch thick. Just a great piece. I don't know if this is the first or one of the first burls this guy sold, but it's got the number 7 on the billet. But then I noticed another billet from him with the number 7 on it. Maybe number 7 is the tree. So, but I had to have had this for just the longest time. It's in the oldest stack, and yeah, it's at least 10 years old. So, and the thing is, do I find another one for the back, or I haven't decided that yet. I only got so far with this build, but I'm pretty far today. Like it ends up like at the end of the day today. So I picked out a piece of walnut for the neck. Um, I got the fretboard on. It's going to have a bird's eye maple fretboard. The fretboard is just stunning. So I hope that the top matches the stunningness of the fretboard. But I kind of know I know it will. So it's been really hot out. Here I'm cutting out the pocket for the neck, which is undersized at the moment. Um, I thought about going further, but then it was like, no, I have to do the neck and I have to size the neck so I get the right pocket. And I'm still going through in my mind exactly how I'm going to do the pocket, but I think I'm going to put the pocket in how it is and then put the sides on and then redo the pocket with the sides on and then put it on. I want to get it tight. I want I want it to be right and very well glued,
What's up, big boys?
jointed.
What's up, big guys? Yeah, you're looking pretty good, huh? Yeah, you got that summer coat going on. Yeah, buddy.
This is not the blue tape. Now this is professional pinstripe tape, and it's vinyl. And first time I used it, it worked pretty good. Um, you got to be kind of brave to do it. It's not the traditional way to do an arch chop, as far as I know, but I wanted to do more than just two-dimensional flat stick. Which, I mean, unless you got a lot of depth going on, it's hard to get that. You know, if I want to do something in like a one piece, like the last build, the dyno, I think I'm going to have to get like 3-inch billets, which is pretty hard. And if I book match it, that means I'm going to have to get like a 6-inch billet and freaking book match that to get the depth that I want for it not to be, just a straight stick of wood, which most guitars are, and it's cool that they are, but I think to get beyond that, to get more of an angled neck, I would basically have to be making the bridges. They would end up being wood or some conglomerate of wood and metal, you know. I don't want to really even think about it right now. Because I mean they do pretty good as they are, and I don't know what putting more angle on the neck coming into the body is going to do for it. Probably not much. Um, but for a longer instrument, definitely like a bass, I think that would help, you know. But a shorty little guitar, no. Like that dyno guitar is right next to the headless, and the headless is not much shorter than the dyno. They're the same 25-inch scale too. So this one is going to be longer. This will be the 26-inch. I'm out of beer. But yeah, I didn't spend too much time on this build. I just basically carved this out, and I want the whole thing to be like that. Like, not the Dino one, but before that, the Turtle Boss one. That thing took 2 solid months. So yeah, two solid months of work, and I could have spent like another week on it at least. So not that I won't in the future. I plan on it, but it's nice to kind of start playing them. It got one coat of tongue oil. It's fine with me. Not that I would do that for a customer. I would basically just try to make it look as nice as possible, which there's a difference between what I'm going to make for myself and, I mean, all this stuff I'm kind of thinking about very, very hard. It would be nice to get something down that I know that worked. I could pull off every single time, like more of a production instrument instead of making something custom for somebody. Because I mean, it's like taking a shot in the dark. Are you really going to match what somebody really, really wants in an instrument? And are they going to order what they really, really want in an instrument, even if you could match exactly what they wanted? I know some of these builders are really great. They wind their own pickups, they make cases. I'm just one person. I know a lot of these other companies are too, but I don't have enough time for that. I just don't. Um, this guy's my buddy. Yeah, I had a couple neighbors pass recently, um, and now that they're gone, I see bucks. Before that, I mean, never. He gets run off by the doe all the time. I hear fireworks going off. It's 4th of July. Here I am routing the neck. Again, the neck is a piece of walnut. It's pretty curly. You never know how much curl is going to be there once you sand it, or how much of it you're going to see. I don't really put much of a finish on things. I make them feel good. I leave the necks literally as big as I possibly can. Um, it's kind of the way I like it. And I found that you always end up taking off just a little bit more than you always want to. So why not just leave it just a little bit bigger than you want it? So that's kind of my philosophy. If I take any more off, I won't like it as much. Um, I almost think the last one, the neck is so big that the truss rod doesn't even matter. But uh, this one is going to be smaller. This is a walnut. It's a lot heavier than the cedar, and it's just going to be small and economical. It's going to be not only skinnier, but it's going to be the width is going to be down a little bit too. So contemplating on doing a reverse. I haven't yet committed. I can go both ways at any time, and basically the end of this is where I left off today. And yeah, I got a lot of work to do tomorrow. So This took a little while. Basically, it takes four different router bits to get it in. So it takes, an hour or two to actually do it. And yeah, it fit perfectly. It made a plug for the round parts, and I made a stripe for the other part, and it is now covered by a fretboard, and I have to drill out the access hole for it. So, um, yeah, it's about where we're at, and I think we show the end. We show the fretboard at the end. But yeah, I run out pretty soon here. Very level, everything came out very nice. Here it is. There you go. Going to be doing the frets soon. Think we're going to do the bronze too. So, and pretty soon I'll just have, you know, a live or something where I play these things. So get ready for it. Thanks for watching.